What if déjà vu wasn't just a glitch in your mind, but a whisper from your soul? What if those fleeting moments of strange familiarity weren't accidents, but breadcrumbs, a map, leading you back to something you've forgotten, something ancient, something sacred? You know the feeling. You walk into a room you've never seen before, yet somehow it feels like home. You hear someone laugh, and for a split second, you know you've heard that sound in another lifetime. You touch a hand, glimpse a street, smell the air, and something inside you stirs. A memory just beyond reach, a truth just beyond language. Déjà vu. But what if it's not your mind playing tricks on you? What if it's your spirit? Remembering. Intro reveal. In this journey together, we're going to dive deeper than science dares, beyond neurons and brainwaves, into the vast unseen, where memories aren't stored in the mind, but in the very fabric of your soul. You'll discover that déjà vu is not random. It's not meaningless. It's a sacred signal, a crack in the illusion of linear time, a reminder that your life is not a straight line, but a spiral, ever returning, ever remembering. And if you've been feeling it more lately, there's a reason, a very important one. Because the world is shifting, the veils are thinning, and you are waking up, more than you realize. Core exploration begins. Picture this. Before you were born, before your name, before this body, you were pure consciousness, limitless, timeless, infinite. In that sacred place beyond time, you chose a path. You sketched the outlines of this life, the lessons, the meetings, the awakenings. You wove moments into your future timeline, moments that would act as keys to unlock your memory, to stir your soul, to guide you back to your true self. Déjà vu is one of those keys. It's a soft knock on the door of your consciousness, a whisper through the fabric of time. Remember, you aren't experiencing something new at all. You're stepping into a moment you once dreamed, once designed, long before you ever set foot on Earth. Not as fate, not as imprisonment, but as a gentle signpost, to wake you up, to remind you you are not lost. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Have you ever wondered why some déjà vu moments feel so emotionally charged? Why they make your heart race, or bring a sudden sense of awe, or even tears? It's because those moments aren't just familiar. They're sacred. They carry energy, soul memory. You see, time, as we know it, is not linear. It's not a straight road with a beginning and an end. It's more like an ocean with layers, currents, waves, and your soul, it doesn't move through time. It moves time through itself, which means when you experience déjà vu, you're not remembering with your brain. You're feeling a resonance from another version of you, another timeline, another lifetime, a glimpse through the veil. The memory beyond the mind. There are memories stored not in neurons, but in the electromagnetic field of your being, your aura, your heart, your soul. That's why no one can explain déjà vu through logic alone, because it's not logical, it's spiritual. It's not about recollecting the past, it's about touching eternity. Now imagine this. Before you incarnated into this life, your soul saw many potential timelines, different versions of how your story could unfold. Moments of love, grief, revelation, doubt, joy, collapse, rebirth. And you planted seeds in each of them, markers, sacred echoes. So when you arrive at one of those points, even if you don't consciously remember it, your soul recognizes it, and the feeling rushes in. I've been here before, because you have. Not here in the physical, but here in the blueprint, in the field of possibility, in the divine rehearsal you walked before birth. Déjà vu as a soul GPS? What if I told you déjà vu is not just a memory, but a map, a spiritual GPS nudging you gently? This is aligned. This is part of the plan. Stay present. This moment matters. Not all déjà vu is dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle, quiet, but in that silence is a nudge. And the more you slow down, the more you listen, the more you'll feel it. Your soul is always speaking, and déjà vu is one of its favorite ways to whisper. Sometimes you meet someone and feel like you've known them forever. You can't explain it. The logic makes no sense, but the heart remembers. That too is déjà vu, but it's deeper than recognition. It's a vibrational match. Two souls syncing across timelines, reuniting in divine timing. Have you ever thought, why does this moment feel like a checkpoint? Why does this person feel like a mirror? Why does this place feel like a dream I can't quite wake from? Because sometimes it's not new, it's ancient. And sometimes it's not a glitch, it's grace. Have you ever felt like parts of you live elsewhere? Like you're somehow connected to more than just this body, this lifetime, this story? That's because you are. Your consciousness is not confined to your brain. It's vast, expansive, multidimensional. A single ray from an endless sun. When you experience déjà vu, you are feeling the brush of your other selves, the selves living in other layers of existence, parallel timelines, alternative choices, unseen worlds. It's like a brief collision, a spark flying across dimensions. And in that instant, your deeper self is whispering, you are more than this moment. You are infinite. The multidimensional self. In the higher realms, there is no before or after. Everything exists, now. Every possibility, every outcome, every heartbeat, layered like 1,000 songs playing at once. And your soul? It knows how to hear the melody. When you experience déjà vu, your soul is tuning into the harmonics of one of these other realities. You're not crazy. You're not mistaken. You're touching the edges of your own greater being, a being that has lived before, will live again, and is living right now across infinite fields of light. The echoes of spiritual contracts. But déjà vu isn't just about places and moments. Sometimes it's about people. Have you ever met someone for the first time and felt an ancient connection? A sense of profound familiarity that makes no earthly sense? That's because in the spaces beyond form, you made agreements, sacred contracts, not with paper and ink, but with intention and light. You chose to meet, to learn, to heal, to awaken. And when that meeting happens, the soul recognizes it. It stirs. It says, ah, yes, you. I remember now. Even if the mind resists, even if the circumstances seem impossible, the heart knows. And often that recognition feels exactly like déjà vu, because it is, not a glitch, a sign, a reminder you are never truly alone. Your soul family is real, and the universe has a way of bringing you together, right on time. The awakening through familiarity. You see, déjà vu is not here to confuse you. It's here to awaken you. Every time you feel it, you are being invited to slow down, to pay attention, to listen deeply, because something sacred is unfolding, something your soul desperately wants you to notice. It could be a turning point, a doorway to healing, a signal that you are exactly where you need to be, even if your mind doesn't understand why yet. In those moments, trust your heart more than your logic. Trust the knowing that rises from within. Because déjà vu is not random, it's remembrance. And remembrance is power. There comes a moment in every awakening journey where you realize life isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. And déjà vu? It's one of those sacred proofs. Every déjà vu experience is a ripple from a deeper part of you, a part that is already awake, already whole, already connected. When you feel that ripple, you have a choice. You can dismiss it, or you can lean in. You can shrug it off as coincidence, or you can let it guide you home. The practice of presence. Next time you feel déjà vu, pause, even if it's just for a breath. Ask yourself gently, what am I feeling right now? What energy is in the air? Is there a message hidden here for me? You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to force meaning. Just be with it. Presence is the bridge between mind and soul. The more you practice being present with these moments, the more their hidden gifts will unfold. You might receive sudden clarity, or a creative spark, or a deep sense of peace, or simply a knowing, a remembering that you are exactly where you need to be. Awakening dormant memory. Every déjà vu is like a seed, a dormant memory waiting for the right conditions to bloom. It's not about recalling a past life factually. It's about feeling the resonance, activating the parts of your soul that have been sleeping. Each activation is subtle, but powerful, like a star flickering back to life in the vastness of your inner sky. You may begin to notice. Your intuition sharpens. Your dreams grow more vivid. Your sense of purpose becomes clearer. Why? Because the more you remember who you are, the less you get lost in who you are not. Déjà vu is a crack in the mirror of forgetfulness, an invitation to step through. Living with open eyes. When you start honoring these whispers from your soul, life becomes different, more magical, more guided, more alive. You begin to live with open eyes, not just physical eyes, but spiritual eyes. Eyes that see beyond appearances, that sense meaning in moments others overlook, that recognize the sacred in the simple. Imagine walking through life this way, where every street corner might be a portal, every stranger a soul you once loved, every random moment a divine breadcrumb, leading you back to yourself. You were never meant to forget forever. You came here to play the game of forgetting, only so you could experience the miracle of remembering. And déjà vu? It's the universe slipping a note into your pocket, smiling silently saying, "You're getting closer. Keep going." So now you know, déjà vu is not an accident. It's not a glitch in your system. It's not a meaningless trick of memory. It's a map, a message, a mirror from your soul to your mind. A reminder that you are far more expansive, far more connected, far more awake than you've ever been told. Every déjà vu moment is a thread, leading you back to the great tapestry of who you truly are. Not just a human being stumbling through random events, but a luminous being, walking a sacred path, woven by your own hand, long before you arrived. Your power of remembrance. And here's the real magic. The more you honor these glimpses, the more you create space for full remembering. You become a conscious traveler, not lost, not passive, but awake, choosing to live in deep connection with your intuition, your spirit, your ancient knowing. You begin to trust the invisible threads. You begin to follow the quiet nudges. You begin to create your life, not from fear, but from alignment. And your life starts to change, because when you live from remembrance, the universe rises to meet you. Synchronicities unfold, doors open, the right people appear, the right words find you at the perfect time. You stop fighting the current and start flowing with the river of your true destiny. A new way of seeing. So next time you feel it, that strange flicker, that shiver of familiarity, pause, smile, whisper to yourself, "I remember," even if you don't know exactly what yet, even if it doesn't make sense to your mind, because your soul knows. And sometimes, that knowing is enough. Sometimes remembering is not about details, it's about feeling. A feeling of coming home to yourself, a feeling of being seen by the universe, a feeling of trust that every step you take is part of a greater unfolding, even the steps you don't yet understand, especially those. Because awakening isn't about having all the answers. It's about being willing to walk the mystery with open eyes, open heart, and open hands. Closing message. If you feel this stirring inside you, If you've ever experienced déjà vu and wondered if it meant something, know this. It does. It means you're waking up. It means you're beginning to see through the veil, to listen beyond noise, to feel beyond fear. It means your soul is speaking, and it has been waiting, patiently, lovingly, for you to remember. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are not broken. You are becoming. And your journey matters, not just for you, but for all of us. Because every soul that remembers its light helps the whole world remember too. So if this message touched something ancient inside you, if it whispered a memory you can't quite name, if it lit even the smallest candle in the dark, share it. Not out of obligation, but out of love. Because maybe, just maybe, someone else is waiting for a sign. And you might be the one to deliver it. One truth at a time. One awakening at a time. Until the world remembers.